that space of awareness. Welcome. So we enter into that space between the thoughts, between one thought and the next thought. And in the beginning, it's a tiny little space. That space between the thoughts, between one thought and the next thought. It's like putting a doorstop in. And there's open space. The door's open now. And we can enter into that space of the awareness. And we open it a little bit more. Between one thought and the next thought. It gets a little bigger. And we extend that space through the body. We extend it up and down through the whole body. And now we open the door even more, wide open, into the field around us. Into spaciousness. That space of awareness. And in that space, we extend to the person on the right and to the left. Across the room. And feeling the resonance with the people in the room, the space itself. We extend to the people on the Zoom as they extend here. Again, feeling that resonance, pulling that resonance, that energy, into the top of the head, down through the forehead, through the face, through the throat, down into the heart, down into the belly, into the lower body. Down into the legs, into the feet, into the arms, into the hands. And we extend that same energy from the back of the head into the forehead, cutting through any obstacles. Extending from the back of the head into the eyes, from the back of the head into the mouth, from the back of the head into the throat, from the back of the head into the heart, from the back of the head into the belly, and the back of the head, extending the energy into the lower body. And then opening right now in the heart. Just a bit more. As we open into the light, to the light of the field. Becoming one with the light. And we also extend to our generational field, that field of the ancestors, the family, the friends, the great yogis we've known in our life. We extend to our root teacher, Swami Muktananda, Bhagawan Nityananda, Amachi, all the great Buddhist lamas, Lama Norla, Yangtang Rinpoche, Dr. Yen Shin, all the support we receive here in this tiny little basement. We extend also to all the traditions of which we participate. And to the great archetypes of all the different traditions. And particularly to the Divine Mother in her many forms. And as we open into this awareness of awareness, into the light of the field, as we extend all these great teachers, our generational field, we become a little nicer, a little bit more receptive as we celebrate this light. So in a few weeks, not so long, in front of us, the Jewish tradition celebrates Hanukkah. Hanukkah is called the Festival of Lights. And it emerged after a period of religious oppression of the Jews. The light is honored as a symbol of God's love and generosity. Gratitude and thanks are given during this celebration. And for each day, for 8 days, candles are lit, illuminating the darkness. Each candle is a symbol of the virtues of ridding the world of ignorance, hatred, greed, and finding the light of knowledge, generosity, hope, and love. So the Christians also celebrate the Feast of the Annunciation, when Gabriel proclaims to Mary that she'll become the Mother of God. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb. So during this period of Advent, Christians prepare for the coming of the light in the form of Jesus. Mary's receptivity and openness are symbolic of our own receptivity to recognizing and discovering the light within our own selves. So today we'll be focusing on the archetype of light known as Sofia. And as we talk about Sofia, our understanding is that Sofia is not different from us. She is an aspect of the primordial awareness which we come to recognize and know. And as we open fully to that awareness, an encounter with Sofia is inevitable. Sofia means wisdom, And philosophy is, of course, the love of wisdom. So we look to the philosophers to learn about Sophia. Plato called her the world soul, or the anima mundi. He said she is the supreme mediating entity, of which the human soul is a microcosm. Philo, a Greek Jewish philosopher of the 1st century AD, was influenced in transferring much of the wisdom imagery from the feminine Sophia to the Christ. Sophia became the daughter of God in Philo's understanding. During the same period, another biblical author, writing as King Solomon, the wisest of all kings, described wisdom as the divine feminine and partner of God and the world soul. He said she inspirits all souls, making them lovers of wisdom. She is the breath, the power of God, and the pure emanation of the Almighty. This understanding is much like the Eastern understanding of Shiva and Shakti in Hinduism and Shaivism, and the manifest and unmanifest in Buddhism. In the book of Revelations, John describes a vision, a woman clothed by the rays of the sun. She has the moon under her feet and a crown of 12 stars above her head. She represents the divine feminine principle in Mary as the creative force who will be victorious again and again over evil and illusion. She assumes the burden of the world soul and suffers our conflicts and burdens. She is the anima mundi and gives us the wisdom and compassion of Sophia. By the 5th century, Mary is officially called Theotokos, the Mother of God, the bearer of wisdom. And as early as the 9th century, images of Mary as the Black Virgin begin to emerge throughout Europe, many of them famous for their miraculous healing power. The Black Virgin is called by many the Mother of Wisdom. Sophia appears in many, many forms. Boethius, a 6th century scholar, is imprisoned, and while facing death has the vision of an older woman who has a scepter in one hand and books in the other. She reveals herself to be Sophia. A long dialogue ensues between the two, giving him the strength to face his death. In the 12th century, the Sufi mystic Al-Arabi, while circumambulating the black stone of Mecca, found himself in the presence of Sophia as a young girl. He describes this experience. "O marvel, O garden among the flames, my heart has become capable of all forms. It is a meadow for gazelles and a monastery for Christians. It is a temple for idols and pilgrims of the Kaaba, the tables of law, and the book of the Koran. I profess the religion of love, and whatever direction it may take, love is my religion and my faith." And for the author of the Wisdom of Solomon, Sophia is described in this way. "I valued her above scepter and throne. Next to her, all the gold in the world seemed like a handful of sand, and all the silver like a pile of dirt. I love her more than health and beauty, and preferred her to the light of day. For her radiance never fades, her light never sets. With her comes all good things, and she carries in her arms wealth beyond counting. I rejoiced with love for all people, as I could see Sofia in their hearts, guiding them. What I learned with great effort, I now share freely. I do not hoard her wealth for myself. She is an inexhaustible treasure for mankind. She blesses the world with supreme wisdom and allows all people to realize their unity with God. So she is that anima mundi. She gives us wisdom and compassion. And for many of us, Sofia may be an opening or softening in the heart. She is the openness we experience to those that suffer. She is the kindness towards another, a generosity of spirit, and compassion towards each other. She opens us to love, not a sentimental love, but a love that is constant and steadfast. A love which is aligned with action that uplifts ourselves and others. Sofia may be found in the quietness of every moment. In the early dawn, we may sense her presence upon awakening. Throughout the day, she may be at the edge of our thoughts. We glimpse her, and then she slips away. But as we glimpse her, we feel filled with light and presence. And feeling filled, we can continue to love. As we look at nature, we sense her presence. She gives us the discrimination to know what we're thinking and feeling, and the wisdom to choose whether we want to be thinking this or that. And as we rest in her, the awareness becomes stronger and stronger, and the light more pervasive in our identification. And out of this light, again, compassion naturally emerges. We're better able to hold that same light for the other. And as we hold the field together, right now, once again, we can extending to each other. We can feel her presence in that unity. She is the innate wisdom of the body, the innate wisdom of nature, and the innate wisdom of the primordial field of awareness. And once again, we'll focus in the present moment. For Sofia can only be found there. Once again, we'll enter that space between the thoughts. For this is the space that wisdom emerges. And once again, opening in the heart. Into that most subtle aspect of the field of light and the great compassion. for ourselves and for all sentient beings. So once again, we'll hold that light for people that we know and love that might be having some difficulty. And to bring that light forward for our city and our country. We absolutely need it now. And for the rest of the world. So we have one more chant today, the Sufi Song of Love. And we'll start to close up right now. If you like, you can rub your hands together till they're hot. Sealing at the heart, the head, the belly. And Rudy does have an announcement.
Morning, everyone. So as we know, reincarnation is rather mysterious, isn't it? But anyway, as the story goes, in the 19th century, a great yogi was born, Dujum Lingpa. And Dujum Lingpa, his purpose was to bring Dzogchen into contemporary times. Then he dies, and 1903, this Hu reincarnates again as Dujum Rinpoche with the same purpose and the same skill. And then this Dujum Rinpoche brought the Dzogchen teachings to the West and made it very possible for everyone to experience them. Then he dies in 1987, and then a few years later, this Hu reincarnates again as Dojam Yanis, and with the same purpose and the same capacity. So anyway, this Hu is going to be in New York this weekend, and he's going to be giving on Saturday from 2 to 6 the Dakini empowerments of the lineage. I think that might be filled already, but he's also going to be back in New York next weekend from the same time, 2 to 6, and he's going to be giving the empowerments of the Vajrakalaya, the powerful empowerments of the light dissolving obstructions. So it doesn't cost anything other than to get up there. So if you're interested in going, why don't you let me know after the meeting this morning, and I can tell you a little bit more how to find out about it.
That's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Dakini. There'll be no Dakini practice tomorrow morning. So thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next week. And there are some refreshments upstairs. So if you'd like to stay and meditate a while, we'd be happy to.